Hey, EDC family. It is time for the Aquarius April 2019 tarot reading. So, as I am shuffling and just, briefly trying to meditate on things before I start the reading, with Aquarius, I hear quiet. You want quiet, you want to be in a quiet place. You don't want a lot of hoorah, a lot of noise around you. You want quiet. And then immediately after that, I was like, I saw flashes of green, and I felt like the crisp. You know, when you like bite into a celery stick, or you bite into a fresh piece of lettuce, and that crunch, that crispness that you feel immediately, like biting into a cucumber, even smelling a cucumber. That's what kind of like washed over my senses. I feel like there's a lot of healing going on, because then immediately after that, it was like green aura, green aura. And I just did a quick search, and I was like, green aura. What is a green aura? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a very spiritual person according to my standards, but I'm not one of those people who know, oh, your aura is this. It means this. You are a star seed. You are this, that, and the other. See, when people get into all of that, I feel like it's a front. I feel like it'd be a lot. It just be a lot. It'd be a lot of labels. When you start hearing a lot of labels, it ain't real. Because when you talk about spirituality, things just are. It's not anything that you can actually humanly label. But I digress. You just want quiet. You want peace. Just like that little tangent I just went on. You don't want all of that. You don't need all of those names. You don't need all those titles. You don't need all of that fuss. You don't need all of those restrictions and limitations and rules and all of that. You just want to be free. You just want to be quiet and free. You want to move without having to explain yourself. You want to move without having to meet a checklist. You just want to be without all the rah rah. Aquarius, that's what I'm feeling in April. And I feel like this is a part of your healing process. So even like getting out into nature and just feeling that crisp air, stepping on the blades of grass, rooting is going to be very helpful for you here in April. Let's get into, maybe figuring out why that is. Goddess guidance for Aquarius in April 2019. Goddess guidance for Aquarius in April 2019. Have compassion. Mm. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. That's that energy of, I don't want to have to label something. I don't want to say what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. Everything is, and I just want to be. You don't want to label yourself. You don't want to confine yourself. You don't want to do that to other people. You just want everything to just be. You understand that everything just is. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles knows what it is that he has to do and is not in a rush to do it. This is a very soft, flowy energy. Like if I had to paint a picture, it's like a woman with like a white peasant dress on, like real boho chic kind of look, with like flowy, free, natural hair just spinning around in a field somewhere, a field of flowers. It's completely uninhibited, not restricted by anything in life. She has nowhere to be. She has nothing to do. Just out there living, living, understanding her connection to source. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who can take that energy and still move with a purpose with it. A lot of people, even myself, I've called the Knight of Pentacles like the slowest moving knight, but it's because even though he knows what it is that he's doing, he doesn't feel tied down by any restrictions to get it done at a certain time or to beat a certain deadline or to, act in accordance with anyone else's standards. The knight does things with integrity because it's who he is. Integrity is inherent to who he is. So he doesn't have to meet anyone's checklist to be considered honorable, because honor is just a part of who he is. That's just that energy. So with all of this talk about the freeness and you just wanting to be grounded and to be just who you are, that's not saying that you're out there just pissing your life away, that you're out there just not getting anything done with life, just out there being a free spirit in the way that people try to say it with a kind of negative taste in their mouth. Like, oh, she's just a free spirit, she don't handle responsibilities, or he don't get things done the way it's supposed to be done. He's just, a little too creative. You know how people can be like that. It's like they say it with a negative taste in their mouth, as if they don't realize that they come from pure abundance and pure freeness and ability to move in ways that are unimaginable. Aquarius, I feel like you know that. You know who you are. You know what your energy is, and you know that you don't have any limits. So you don't feel like you need to match anyone else's standards. And with that mindset, you can get so much done. Let's get into the tarot. I'm liking this energy, but I feel very passionate about it. Compared to the two readings that I've just done with Gemini and Pisces, I feel so much more passion about this one. I don't want to blame it on my Aquarius sun, but I feel so much more passion about this one. Because it's like I just want to be. Just want to be. I just am. Things just are. This just is. And it doesn't mean anything right or wrong. It doesn't mean anything one way or the other. It just is. Let's get some tarot to clarify this energy. There's that Two of Coins. Things coming together. It's the universe molding and folding itself. Okay, so we have the Three of Coins, Two of Coins. That Two of Coins just was going to show itself regardless. Three of Coins, Two of Coins, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. Aquarius, I feel like you're aware that, of course, you have to work with other people, but you don't have to allow anyone else's energy to conquer you or to make you feel put out or to make you feel that who you are and what you're doing is not enough. You are absolutely the master of your energy, the master of your fate, the master of your reality. I definitely feel that. It's like at this point, Aquarius is to the point where you're like, no one can push me one way or the other. No one can make me do anything. I'll do it when I feel like I should. I feel an energy of you looking at people and knowing that you love them and knowing that you care for them, but also knowing that you are in a place mentally where they are not. So it's almost like, I don't want to have to say goodbye, but I have to go and follow where my energy is drawing me. I have to go follow this path that I'm being called to go down. And you won't understand it, but I understand it. And that's all that matters. I'm the only one who understands this commitment. I'm the only one who has been given this cup. So I can't stay here with you. That's what I'm feeling, Aquarius. Is like, I can't stay here with you. I can't dwell in this same mindset with you. I have to go for what it is that I feel. And I have to go and just be. I have to go and just do. You won't understand it. To you, it's going to look crazy because you are not where I am mentally. You are not where I am physically. You are not where I am spiritually. And people, please understand me, Aquarius, people are going to look at you just like they say that Aquarius has like a God complex where, Aquarius thinks they know everything, and they almost like sit high and look low. Well, you do. That's your energy. And don't you hold an ounce of shame about it. You do sit high and look low. You do sit from a place where you have a wisdom that a lot of people have not attained. You have a knowing and a knowledge that a lot of people, most people, have not attained. So you see a bigger picture. You can see it from an aerial view. You can see it from higher up and look at people. It's like you are a bird flying, being taken with the wind, using the wind to take you where you need to go. And you're looking down at people who do not have the ability to fly. You will be hated for it. You will be put out for it. You will be talked about for it. You will be down for it, Aquarius. Do not come down out of your flying to meet these people who don't even have the ability to fly. Okay? Wings, 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 wings. All these wings in your spread. And also in the process of them, looking at you and pointing a finger, you think you are all this, you think you are all that, you think you know everything, you think you have it all figured out. You know that you don't have it all figured out. But what you do know is that you are familiar with your energy and you are familiar with source. So you know what it is that you're doing. It's not like you're just out here pissing off time or pissing away your life. You know what it is that you're doing. So even if it doesn't look like you have things down pat according to human standards, you have them spiritually. You definitely have things down spiritually. And it's only a matter of time. Give the universe time to mold and fold it itself to meet your energy where it is. Because as long as you are energetically in this good place, the universe can't do nothing but meet you where you are. And that's what people who can't fly don't understand. So they're looking at, things where they are right now. They're not looking at things as what is about to happen. They can't see the bigger picture. You can. From an aerial view, you can already see the finish line. They can't see a finish line because all they can see is the path right ahead of them. They can't see that far. Aquarius is the sign of the future. You see things. You can see ahead because you see from a higher view. It's just like looking at a map. You can see the starting point, the finish point, the route to get there. As where somebody who's actually down in or on the map, they can't see the finish line. All they see is that immediate journey right there in front of them. And I'm not telling you this to blow your head up. I'm telling you this because you're going to have to go through people looking at you like, oh, what are you doing? Or who do you think you are? And it's going to be very trying. I'm telling you this, what the cards are telling me is very trying, Aquarius. It's hurtful because all in all, it ain't like you doing it to exalt yourself. Everything that you're trying to do is for the better, is for other people, whether it be for your family or for your relationship or for your coworkers. Everything that you're doing, this vision that you have, it's all for other people, for your community. But they don't see that. They just see it as you think you're all that. You think you know everything. And it's hard. I know it's hard, Aquarius. I know it is. The silver lining here is that, as you keep moving and you are not held back by people not understanding where it is that you are spiritually, or not understanding where it is that you are mentally, not knowing where you're going. If you're not held back by that, things do start to shift. Changes are start to make, things do start to reveal themselves, both to you and to other people as you continue to move. If you do not hold yourself back, if you do not stop mid soar, fall from grace, trying to relate with people who don't even see who you are. If you keep going, things start to move in April. You start to get more business. You start to, level up rank. You start to make progress on your goals in a way that is observable, in a way that is understandable by people who don't see the big picture. Maybe they just see what's in front of them. Your change, your progress starts to be so big that they can actually see it from where they are. If you don't stop, if you keep going, if you endure that little bit of time of them telling you, oh, you think you are that, you think you know everything, but you don't even have nothing. How you think you know everything and you ain't got everything? Because you know how nasty people can be. You know how judgmental they can be, but this energy is calling on you to not be like them because you are not like them, Aquarius. You've heard all the jokes. Aquarius, they think they're from another planet, or they are like want to be aliens, and they think they're so futuristic. You've heard all the jokes. And I roll with the punches with the best of them. I get it. It's funny because I laugh at other signs too. But it's a real thing when it's people in your own life who are telling you these things, but they're not doing it in a joking way. It's not like people that are into astrology picking fun at the other signs. It's like people who don't know shit about astrology, but they looking at you and saying, you think you know everything. You think you got it all figured out. You think you got the answers, and you don't know nothing because you don't even have nothing. Is that, or you think you got it all figured out, you want to be a boss, or you think you have this god complex where you think you higher than everybody else, but you not higher than everybody else. And it was never about you thinking you higher than everybody else. It's about you doing what no one else can do because they don't even see the bigger picture, so they can't even do it for themselves. You see the bigger picture and you want to do it for them, and they don't appreciate nothing you doing. That's rough. I know it is, Aquarius. It's rough. Hang in there, okay? Hang in there, April. I promise you, you just keep going, and don't allow people that you love dearly. Don't allow that negativity to stop you, because you're gonna have to go off on your own. I understand wanting to do things for other people, but in order for you to go out and do that, you're gonna have to go out and do it alone. Because as long as you're trying to carry them with you, it's gonna hold you back because they cannot see what you see, Aquarius. They can't see what you see. And you got to try to keep a foot on the ground with them to still maintain some type of relationship with them and still let them know that you love them while still trying to, soar, one foot on the ground and one in the air trying to fly. It's hard. I get it. It's hard. At some point, you're going to have to leave them on the ground and go do what you need to do so that you can meet them back there later with the ability to do what you set out to do in the first place. Have compassion. Don't judge yourself. Don't allow negative judgments to get to you. Don't allow their negative judgment of you to cause you to reciprocate that from them, because that's bringing you out of your high vibration too. Don't meet them where they are. You are not meant to walk the same path as them. With this Knight of Pentacles, you can't go according to anyone else's standards. You have to know that you have an honor within yourself. You have to know that you are good. Okay? Even if nobody else understands what you're doing, you have to know that you're good. You don't have to meet anybody else's checklist. You don't have to have what everybody else thinks you need to have in order for you to be a worthy person, because you're on a journey for yourself and you have to move on your own time. You got it by a whole different moral compass. You come with a whole different set of instructions, and ain't none of it from people. It's all from source. Okay? You'll have victory. You're just gonna have some disappointments, and you're gonna get your feelings hurt along the way, because it's people that you love that's gonna be the one hurting your feelings. That's the energy that I see for you in April. Know that you are so blessed. You have so much in you. You have so much in you that that you can't help but know that it's going to pour out to other people once you reach the fullness of whatever it is that you're trying to work for. But in the process, if you're trying to give to other people, trying to get something that so you can have something to give back, all kind of stones are going to be thrown at you, and you have to be willing to go through that and just keep hanging in there. Okay. I do see in April, especially around later April, they're in a big way, in a really big way. You having victory in a big way. Okay. You got it. Just keep moving. Have compassion for people who don't understand where you're going, why you're going, the moves that you're making. Have compassion for them and just keep going. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Thank you for watching. I love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all so much. Even more after this reading. I love you so much. Okay. Y'all be good. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.